Hey, Amy here with Ask a Christian, and today I'm speaking directly to a young woman named Nicole who sent me an email quite a while back. I Nicole, I'm so sorry I didn't get this video done for you earlier, but um, I am doing it now. I hope you'll still dialogue with me. But Nicole's question was really a heartbreaking one for me, and one that I think a lot of people have dealt with throughout their lives. And so, Nicole, why does religion make you so depressed? Let's talk about that. Let's also want to hear from the community. If you've been in a place where religion was oppressive and made you depressed, and then a light came on, something came out of it that was healthy and happy, let me know. A lot of people have had to rethink their religion and get out of it completely, deconstruct it in order to find peace and happiness. And that might be what's going on here, Nicole. So, just part of your journey. I'm happy to be here on it. And you wrote in your email that you hope I didn't find any of this offensive. Absolutely not. That's why I'm here, and that's why I do what I do, because I don't find it offensive. I think this is one of life's most important questions, and I find it a joy to explore with people. So I hope that we can do that a little bit today. So this young woman has been through a lot in her life, Nicole. I'm not going to share any of these details. Keep it anonymous because I don't want people to who know you the off chance that they would run across this channel. But a lot of struggle and anxiety through that struggle. And you've heard from people that either Satan is testing you and trying to, claim you as his child, or that God is testing you in order for you to prove yourself. And I don't think that's the case. Honestly, I think we live in a world that has been marked by sin, and that believers, we don't get it easy. Like, there's another video I did on basically why would anyone be a Christian? There's no reason to, except if you think that God's ways are good and that you want to follow them and you want to eventually live in a kingdom that is ruled by other-centered love. If that's what you believe, then the only way to go, in my opinion, is God's kingdom of love, and I find that in Jesus. Anyway, getting back to some of the specifics in your email, it sounds to me that some of the things that have been prescribed to you, going to confession, reading the Bible from cover to cover, like, these are good and they produce some kind of results, but those results are really limited. Religion is limiting unless it's connected to a person. And so it sounds to me like religion with without the person that is connected to is oppressive. It's rule based. And so maybe you've heard the quote before that rules without relationship equal rebellion, or maybe in your case, misery. And so I think a lot of people have tried to direct you to do things that they are hoping would lead you to a relationship with Jesus. But I think you'll probably have to do that exploration for yourself. And that's really the answer here, is that Jesus himself overturned a lot of what the religious leaders said that people needed to do, that were prescribed, because they had gotten so far away from what it was really supposed to be. And that might be the case in your life, Nicole, that you just need to take a look at the results those things were producing and talk to God yourself. Seek out, how would you seek out a relationship with a human, and start seeking out that relationship with God. I was reminded of a verse, John 10:10, where Jesus says that he comes that you might have life abundantly. A lot of the church's focus can be on eternal life, but frankly, the focus is more about having life to the fullest, abundant life. And sometimes the way we've interpreted that word eternally, it makes it sound like it's a span of time, but really it's about quality of life. And God and Jesus absolutely care about your quality of life, Nicole. And they're more concerned about that than anyone, towing any particular rule. The rules are important, but they come naturally when you understand and you're part of God's kingdom. You start to do those things just because you get the kingdom and you want to live like that. I think this is why you have difficult believing in God. It's really been it's really just been a set of rules for you, mostly, it sounds like. And belief is hard, unless you have a personal experience that um, that opens your mind up to that possibility. I think it's hard to believe in God anyway. Um, and you talk about there being more to God than what's in the Bible. Absolutely. The Bible is a collection of things written by inspired men. It's their testimony of how they view God and what God is doing among humanity. There's not room enough for everyone to write their testimony. There's not room enough for everybody to put every interaction with God down, but there are some basics. I'd love to study with you about how to read the Bible, what the Bible really is. Um, but yeah, you're right on. There's some story about the Creator in every part of nature, in every part of the world, and it is absolutely bigger than the Bible. Paul talks about in Romans how nature testifies to God, and so some people will mostly see God through nature. I don't think you're wrong at all. I think you're brave to wrestle with these things, and I want to invite you to send me an email, askachristianfriend@gmail.com, and we can set up a time to look at what the Bible is. But for anybody else who's watching, if you're struggling with religion, just have a frank discussion with yourself, with your God, with people who are in your life. I know you're young, and so maybe you have a lot of pressure, but just give yourself permission to let God speak to you on his terms, and do your best to spend some time alone thinking and seeking and reading. And I think even doing some of the things that you would do if you're getting to know a human, um, write letters, sing songs, go do things with God in mind. And it could be as simple as that. But yes, religion produces anxiety unless it's connected. Rules without religion equals rebellion. So that's all for today, Nicole. I look forward to chatting with you more. And anybody else who's out there really struggling with the oppression and depression of religion, but there's something out there and you want to get to know God or Jesus, I'd love to be on that journey with you as well. Askachristianfriend@gmail.com. Thanks. Bye.